Dear students, so yesterday we had covered chapter 7 exercise 1 and 2 completely. Now from today onwards we are going to start chapter 8, which is comparing quantities, and this chapter is much bigger than all the chapters which we had covered previously. So you have to pay more attention and more practice you have to do for this chapter. So now we are going to start. The first topic is ratio. In this chapter, ratio and percentage we have to find for the exercise 1. So the theory is we are going to cover. First one is ratio. What is ratio? Ratio means comparing two quantities. In the ratio we are comparing the quantities, whatever the quantities are given in the theory or the question, we are comparing this. As we are comparing, you are smaller, you are taller. Okay, so in the same way we are comparing the quantities in the ratio. Now how to find a ratio of the quantities? So let's take an example. A basket has two types of fruits where apple are 20 and oranges are 5. A basket has two types of fruits where number of apples are 20 and the numbers of oranges are 50. So we have to find the ratio of number of oranges to the number of apple. So ratio of number of oranges to the number of apple. First focus here. Ratio of, when we are finding a ratio, the first thing whatever comes, comes first, number of oranges. That means we are finding the ratio of number of oranges to the number of apples. Okay, that means number of oranges will be comes first, then after the symbol of ratio, number of apples will be comes. Now the number of oranges is 5 and the number of oranges is 20, and this is the sign of ratio. We can also write the ratio in the fractional form. That means the number which comes first will become numerator and the number which comes later it will become denominator. So now 5 upon 20. 5 will divide 20 by 4 times and itself by single time, one time. Now we get 1 by 4. Here if we can write the ratio in the fractional form, that means we can also write the fraction in the ratio form. That means 1 by 4 we got here. So we can write the fraction into the ratio form. So numerator will be comes first, then after denominator will be comes later. So 1 ratio 4. That means number of oranges are 1/4 of the number of apple, and this is the ratio of the number of oranges to the number of apple. So in this way we can find the ratio. So that's all for the ratio. Now we are going to move for percentage. What is percentage? We have to discuss here. Parts of a whole expressed in 100. Parts of a whole, that means for this example you can understood. Find the percentage of 5 rupees in 20 rupees. Okay, what is the percentage of 5 rupees in 20 rupees? That means what is a part? Part is 5 rupees. Okay, and the percentage is 20 rupees. So sorry, not percentage, this is the whole part. This is the whole part. Out of 20 rupees we have to find the percentage of 5 rupees. So the whole part we have to write in the denominator and the part we have to write on the numerator. Now if we are finding the percentage of any number, we have to multiply that number with the 100, because we are expressing the parts of a whole in hundreds. That's why we have to multiply that number with the 100. Now 100 do not have its denominator, so we can put here 1. Now numerator and numerator will be multiplied, we get 500, and denominator will be multiplied, we get 20. Now 0 and 0 will be divided and cancelled. Now we get 50 by 2. Now 2 will be divided 50, that means we get 25, and 25 is the percentage percentage of 5 rupees in rupees 20. That means 5 rupees is the 25% and the whole part is 20. So if we are adding 25 plus 25 4 times, it will become 100% and 25%, that means 5 times. And if we are adding 5 rupees 4 times, it will become 20 rupees. Hence it is proved that 5 rupees is the 25% of rupees 20. So that's all for the percentage. In this way you have to find the percentage, and there are many examples by which you can do your practice to find the percentage of a particular number. That's all for the percentage. So let's move for the exercise 8.1, and the first question is where we have to find the ratio of the given data. And the first number is find the ratio of speed of a cycle to the speed of a scooter. So the solution is, it is given that speed of a cycle is equal to 15 km per hour. That means the cycle is covering the distance of 15 km in 1 hour, and the speed of a scooter is equal to 30 km per hour. This is given in the question. Now we have to find the ratio of speed of cycle to the speed of scooter. So we have to find the ratio of cycle to the scooter. The ratio of speed of cycle to the ratio of speed of scooter. Here the speed of cycle comes first. That means we have to put the value of speed of cycle firstly. Okay. Now speed of scooter comes later. We have to put the value of the speed of scooter after that one. So now we are finding the ratio. That means speed of cycle is 15, ratio speed of scooter is 30. Now as we know that we can write the numbers which is in the ratio as a fractional form. So 15 will become numerator and 13 will become denominator. Now 15 and 30, it is 15 will be divided itself by 1 time, and to the 30 it will divide 2 times. Now we get 1 by 2. If we can write the ratio in the fractional form, we can also write the fractional form to the ratio. So 1 will becomes first and 2 will becomes later, and we get 1:2. And this is the ratio of the speed of cycle to the speed of scooter, and hence 1:2, that means half. That means speed of cycle is just half of the speed of scooter. So that's all for the first one. Rupees 50 paise to 5 rupees. Here as we can see that 50 is in paise and 5 is in rupees. The measurements are different. So firstly we have to convert the measurement same. We can convert the rupees into paise, or we can convert the paise into rupees. So here we are going to convert the rupees into paise, and as we know that in rupees 1 is equal to 100 paise, so in 5 rupees there will be 500 paise. Now 5 rupees will become 500 paise, and there is 50 paise by default. Now we have to find the ratio of 50 paise to the rupees 5. Now that means 50 paise will comes first and rupees 5 will comes later. Now we converted rupees 5 is equal to 500 paise. So the ratio will be converted to the fractional form. So 50 ratio 50 upon 500, 0 and 0 will be cut, and 5 will be divided 50 by 10 times and itself by 1 time. Now 1 by 10 we get as a fractional form, we can convert into in the ratio form, we get 1:10. So that means 50 paise is the 1/10th part of rupees 5. 5 meter to 10 kilometer. Here also the measurements are different. Here 5 is in the meter and 10 is in kilometer. Measurements are different. We have to convert the measurement into the similar. Now as we know that 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So in 10 meter is equal to 10 kilometer is equal to 1000 will be multiplied with 10 and we get 10,000 meter. So in 1 kilometer 1000 meter, so is in 10 kilometer 10,000 meter will be there. Now we have to find the ratio of 5 meter to 10 kilometer. 5 will comes first, that means we have to 5 meter take as a numerator and 10 kilometer as a denominator. Now 10 kilometer we got 10,000 meter, so ratio will be converted to the fractional form. 5 meter to upon 10,000 meter. Now 1 will be divided 10,000 by 2,000 times. We get 1 by 2,000 as a fractional form, and the fractional form after converting as a ratio 1:2,000, we will get the answer of this question. So that's all for the question number first. So the next question is question number 2. Here we have to convert the ratio into the percentage. So the ratio is given 3:4. We have to convert into the percentage. So here the question is repeated. The ratio is given 3:4. We can write it into the fractional form. And when we are finding a ratio into the percentage, we are multiplying this ratio with the 100, because what is ratio? Ratio is the parts of a whole expressed into 100. So we are expressing this ratio into 100. That's why we have to multiply this with the 100. So 100 do not have its denominator, so we are giving the denominator 1, because when 1 will be divided 100, we get 100. Now numerator and numerator will be multiplied. 3 into 100 become 300, 4 into 1 become 4. Now we have to simply divide. So by 75 times 4 will be divided 300, we get 75, and this is the percentage. That means 3:4 is the 75%. If we are saying that 3:4, we converted the fractional form, after that multiplied with 100 and just multiplied the numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. After by simply division, we get the answer. This is the 75%. Similarly, 2:3 we have to convert into the percentage. We write it in the fractional form, multiply with 100, give the denominator 100 to 1, and numerator will be multiplied with numerator. We get 200, 3 into 1 3, and when it is divided, 200 will divide, 200 is divided by 3. 66 times it will be completely divisible, but there will be the remainder, which is 2. So 66 whole 2 by 3% we get as an answer. So that's all the solution for the question number 2, and that's all for today. The basics theory of ratio and percentage we had covered today. Exercise 8.1 question number 1 and 2 we had covered, which is based on that particular theory. You have to do the practice. And one more thing, whatever the syllabus we had covered from chapter 1, 2, 3, then 6, 7, you have to write in your notebook when you complete, or a fixed time it will be given to you. So you have to complete your notebook as soon as possible and send it on my WhatsApp number for the checking. So I will only see the contents. I will not give the checking sign or the remarks. So I have to see you are doing your work properly or not, because I found that some of the students are not doing their work properly. So you have to complete all the syllabus and send it on my WhatsApp number. So that's all for today. Thank you.